Being obsessed with video games actually saved my degree.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Now let's get the video started.
Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Guys, it's true. It's actually a crazy story, right? So we did our finals. It's official. I'm done. I am done with college. I have a few papers that are just, formalities that I have to do, but it's over. I want to thank those of you. I know there's new subscribers now, but I want to thank those of you who have stuck around the last 2 years where I've basically, taken a sort of hiatus from the channel, not making that kind of constant content because I'm going full-time to college, full-time to work, and of course, full-time dad. She's in the terrible twos, man, and it's been great. Enjoyable, hard, but great. So all that sacrifice has finally paid off, guys. But let me tell you how important video games were to it. Now, when it comes to finals and study groups and stuff like that, we would always kind of get together and stuff. But for the final, it's an individual choice project that you had to do. And it's a 20-pager, right? One page is the reference list and the other page is the title page, right? But it's 18 pages worth of writing that you have to do. And a company that you selected that meant certain prompts, right? So right away, to me, what feels comfortable is this. All this stuff that I've been talking about, for the past 10 years. Not only, the video games that I like, but actually talking about the companies, the business of the companies. I made so many videos on the actual business, and we had to talk about a company. No, I didn't choose in television entertainment. I chose Nintendo because they met a lot of the prompts. A company that had been through things that had failed and succeeded and had products that didn't launch, and it's an analyst, an analysis of a company basically, and I chose Nintendo, guys, and I was in the zone. I was really in the zone, and you have to excuse me, guys. The Rikes has been really the last 2 days has not been good. Excuse me. For those of you who don't know, I've been dealing with Rikes edema the last couple of years, and it's really been messing with my voice and with my projection. Regardless, guys, so I'm just flowing, man. I got in the zone. I'm just boom, 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 boom. It's just coming out of me. Every single episode that I've talked about, everything is there. From the market crash, how Nintendo, overcame the market crash, how Nintendo, diversified its products by introducing the Game Boy, and trying to basically outshine the competition with a handheld and, the home console when they were battling Sega in the console wars. We talked about the Virtual Boy. I talked about, how they fell down really with the Wii U, and how they came back from that stuff, how they lost market share because of that. Regardless, guys, it was a good paper. I thought it was a good paper. I thought it was an A-grade paper, and I was right. I only got a 90.5, A-, but I'll take it, right? I'll take it every day. Those people who chose the study group and other aides, relied a little too much on ChatGPT, right? I don't know what the issue was, but there's some sort of issue where they're going to be delayed. Something's happened, right? I'm not going to say the name of my university because, I don't want to expose anybody. But what happened is that ChatGPT just gave out 2 companies. It was either Tesla or which one was the other one? It was a bookstore of some sort, I'm not sure. Or maybe Blockbuster. It's one of the 2. I know one of them was Tesla. But what had happened is that, about 10 of us chose unique companies, and everybody else pretty much chose one company, which was Tesla, right? And another company maybe. But it was pretty obvious that they had the same references. The hardest part for that I had to do on my assignment was to find scholarly references for what I was talking about, for the history of Nintendo. So that was a little bit tougher, right? Just credible sources, had to be vetted information, stuff like that. That was the hardest part of my assignment. Everything else I knew off the top of my head, so I really just had to write my thoughts down. And we're supposed to run our work through software to check for AI, to check for plagiarism, of course. Before you submit it, you're supposed to do that. I don't know that everybody did, apparently not. You know, and our software at the university is pretty advanced. Like if you try to paste something on a board, it'll say ChatGPT, you know, X, or it'll line it in red if something's plagiarized, you know, similar as something else. So you're supposed to submit your work, you know, to see, you know, if it's original or not. So, you know, if it wasn't for me being obsessed with this, guys, if it wasn't for me knowing about all this stuff, I wouldn't have got my degree. I probably would have wanted to study, you know, if I was another clueless one going, hey man, what should I talk about? I don't know. Let's do Tesla. Okay. Oh man, there's some issues there. Let me tell you. These guys, I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe redo their assignments. But for me, it was clean sailing, man. Me and to about 10 other people, I want to say. Clean sailing. Guys, thank you so much for accompanying me on this journey, for sticking around for the channel. For those new subscribers who don't know, I took 2 years off to go back to school. You know, finally graduated. And man, hopefully I'll have some more time to make more content for you guys. I'm really happy. I'm excited about the future. Yeah, there's some challenges, man. I'm still dealing with some stuff. You know, this is not a woe is me channel. I hate going to watch YouTubers, you know, and I'm there to watch video games they're talking about. I'm not getting enough views. They don't, the algorithm. You know, I get, you know, we all, you know, I'm shadow banned, you know, I know that, but you know, it's like, whatever, you just try to dig out of it, you know, just try to dig out of it. You ask the viewers for help, you know, but I don't want to hear about your bills. I don't want to hear about your problems. I don't want to hear about you didn't get any, you know, whatever, you know. We all have stuff to do. You know, the biggest problem I have is for my head injury, I got these steroids, and they're not even the good ones. I told the doctor, why don't you give me the ones that you give to Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, so you get all buffed. I get the ones that make me fat. I'm still doing some physical therapy, guys. You know, hopefully I'll be done with that here, you know, sometime this year. And will I ever be 100% again? No, I'm too old. You know, I'm too old to get back to being 100%. But hey, we got the college thing done. The voice thing, of course, you know, I'm gonna have to use some AI or something, because let me tell you guys, I'm not doing the shots in the throat anymore. I can't. That is so gross, guys. Getting injections in your larynx is not something you want to do, let me tell you. Just hell no. Oh man. But anyway, guys, we'll have some more content here for you. The next video is the one you guys have been asking for about PlayStation and the Atari. So that's coming up next. But I just wanted to give you a quick update, tell you what's going on. Hey, like Rodney Dangerfield, I made that video, man, going back to school. And, you know, in many ways, it's been like that, fish out of water kind of stuff. But I'm glad it's over. I really am. And I want to thank you guys for sticking around and sticking with the channel. Guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. Hey, you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button and join if you can.